Here are the 6 most powerful private military forces in the world. America's infamous Blackwater only ranks 3rd. The top 2 are real head-scratchers. Their strength is enough to wipe out an entire country. First up, at number 6, is the 'Ndrangheta. The 'Ndrangheta is a criminal organization based in Italy. Although its internal structure is a bit loose, it's still widely regarded as the most powerful criminal syndicate in the world. This organization is mainly involved in drug trafficking, human trafficking, and weapons smuggling. It pulls in over 50 billion euros in illegal revenue every year. It also has more than 10,000 members, all of them heavily armed. Its military strength is formidable. Plus, the members are pretty much uncontrollable, which makes the 'Ndrangheta even more dangerous than Italy's better-known mafia. Next, at number 5, is DynCorp International. DynCorp is a US-based private military company that mainly provides military training and flight operation support. It's currently the world's most well-known aviation services contractor. Since it started out as an airline, its main business revolves around flight services, including military attack helicopters, rescue helicopters, and fixed-wing aircraft. Its strength is nothing to sneeze at. However, despite its considerable armed capability, it mostly provides non-combat services. For example, it was hired by the Iraqi military to support their air operations, including search and rescue, equipment transport, and temporary security. Because DynCorp's services are well regarded, its business covers a very wide range. It works with the U.S. Air Force and various Eurasian countries. Its annual revenue exceeds $6 billion. Coming in at number 4 is the Sinaloa cartel. This cartel is the largest in Mexico. It has tens of thousands of members and is equipped with an extensive arsenal that rivals the Mexican military. In addition to all kinds of firearms, the Sinaloa cartel also has rocket launchers, mortars, and light armored vehicles. That kind of firepower is way beyond what local law enforcement can handle. So, when facing these brazen criminals, the local police are basically powerless. With the police unable to stop them, the cartel's members became even more arrogant. Besides drug trafficking, they also engage in robbery, kidnapping, and extortion. Through these illegal activities, the Sinaloa cartel rakes in about $2 billion a year. To crack down on the cartel, Mexico launched a massive cleanup in 2007, but that triggered a wave of violent retaliation. During the decade-long crackdown, over 1,000 high-ranking officials were assassinated by the cartel. Civilian casualties numbered in the tens of thousands. Although the cartel's leader was eventually captured by the military and sentenced to life in prison, and many of its members were arrested or fled, with large amounts of weapons seized by the military, the cartel itself was never completely wiped out. It still exists on Mexican soil today, just adjusted its operations, and isn't as blatant as before. Next, at number 3 is America's Blackwater. If you ask which is the most famous mercenary group in the world, Blackwater would be the obvious answer. In December 1996, a former U.S. Navy SEAL officer founded this private military company. Its original purpose was to provide services to national security agencies and postal services like FedEx. Blackwater had top-tier weaponry, often more advanced than what the U.S. military itself used. It even had attack helicopters, armored transport vehicles, and tactical airships. At its peak, Blackwater was the strongest and most comprehensive military security company in the world, far beyond any ordinary terrorist organization. After the U.S. launched its global war on terror, Blackwater started working for the CIA in 2003, following U.S. forces into Iraq. It was responsible for protecting officials and base facilities. Then in September 2007, Blackwater employees, while escorting a U.S. embassy convoy, opened fire on Iraqi civilians, killing and injuring nearly 40 people. The incident sparked widespread outrage, and Blackwater's reputation was ruined. After that, its business took a serious hit. In second place is G4S Secure Solutions. This company was founded in July 2004 as a multinational private security firm, headquartered in London, UK. It provides armed security, protection, and bodyguard services. Compared to other private military companies and violent criminal organizations, G4S doesn't openly have heavy military hardware, but despite that, its strength is still considerable, mainly because it has over 600,000 employees. To put that in perspective, there are only about a dozen countries in the world with more than 600,000 active military personnel. So G4S is unquestionably the largest security company in the world. It operates in over 80 countries and regions, with annual revenue approaching $8 billion. However, in 2012, after signing a security contract for the London Olympics, the company failed to provide enough security personnel, which drew widespread criticism. Since then, although G4S remains active worldwide, its reputation hasn't been the same. Finally, at number 1 is the Wagner Group. Some time ago, the Wagner Group's founder was accused by the Russian government of organizing an armed uprising and attempting to stage a coup. After that news broke, this previously little-known private military group suddenly came into the global spotlight. The Wagner Group was founded in 2014 and has been fighting alongside the Russian military ever since. It has tens of thousands of troops and some of the most advanced weapons in the world. In addition to standard firearms, It has large numbers of armored vehicles and heavy tanks, and even fighter jets and missiles. These weapons give it extraordinary combat capability. However, outside observers say that the reason Wagner has these powerful weapons is that it was essentially created by the Russian military with weapons supplied by the Russian army. According to some sources, during a major battle, Wagner served as the main assault force, helping the Russian army capture a key Ukrainian city in a short time. From this, it's clear that Wagner's combat effectiveness is extremely high. Today, this formidable private army is facing a series of difficulties. Soon after its founder launched the mutiny, he died in a plane crash. Since then, the group has been leaderless and in decline, facing the prospect of being disbanded.